Welcome to today's explainer. So, if you're anything like me, you are probably completely fascinated by the absolute explosion of AI tools we've seen lately. I mean, it's everywhere, right? But let's be real for a second. It's also gotten kind of chaotic. We're constantly bouncing between different platforms, just trying to figure out which model is actually best for whatever specific task we're doing. Well, today we are unpacking a platform that's specifically designed to cure that chaos. It's called AiZolo. According to their documentation, they're pitching themselves as a unified, next-generation AI workspace. So let's just dive right in and break down exactly what it does, how the whole thing works, and see if it can actually streamline your daily workflow.
Okay, $110, or if you're joining us from India, that's roughly 10,000 rupees. That number right there, that is the harsh reality of what a lot of power users are paying every single month right now just to subscribe individually to the top AI tools on the market. Just breaking it down based on current industry standards, you've got ChatGPT at $20 a month, Google Gemini Pro, another 20, Perplexity Sonar Pro, 20, Claude, yep, 20, and if you want Grok in the mix, that's 30. When you add all those premium services together because you want the best of the best, you're looking at $110 vanishing from your bank account every 30 days. Managing all those separate subscriptions isn't just complicated, it is objectively, painfully expensive.
But honestly, it's not even just the financial bloat that's the real problem here. And that brings us to the core pain point. Are you just totally exhausted by the constant tab switching? I want you to think about your current workflow. You ask a really complex question in one tab, but you aren't quite satisfied with the nuance of the answer. So what do? You copy your prompt, you open a new tab for a totally different AI model, paste it in, wait, and then awkwardly flip back and forth between your browser tabs, just crossing your fingers that your computer doesn't crash from the memory overload while the fan sounds like a jet engine taking off. It's a workflow that literally breaks your focus and ruins your flow state. The financial drain is one thing for sure, but the sheer friction of managing all these disconnected silos is what really slows down your productivity.
And that is exactly where AiZolo steps in. This platform was designed from the ground up to alleviate that massive subscription and tab fatigue. Instead of jumping between 5 different websites like a crazy person, AiZolo brings everything into one single accessible space. And when I say everything, I do not just mean the big names we just talked about. According to their platform specs, they are integrating over 2,000 different AI tools into this one workspace, and they're adding new ones every single week. It's essentially trying to be the ultimate one-stop hub for literally all of your artificial intelligence needs.
So let's look at the actual user experience. The interface uses this really cool dynamic layout that takes all that chaos, all the different AI models, your custom encrypted API keys, your project management, and seamlessly consolidates the whole shebang into a single screen. Just notice how clean it is. You've got buttons for GPT, Claude, and Gemini sitting right side by side, plus a little plus icon to easily add even more. Everything just rests perfectly in one unified dashboard. The entire architecture is set up so you literally never have to leave this window to get your work done.
But it doesn't stop at text generation. The source material highlights a fully built-in creative suite, which is pretty wild. First up, there is an AI video generator that claims it can transform your text prompts into high-definition, professional-quality video content in seconds using state-of-the-art models. Then you've got the AI image generator. Whether you're looking for photorealistic images or, abstract artistic illustrations, it supports multiple high-resolution models that match the output styles of heavyweights like DALL-E or Midjourney. And finally, there's an AI audio generator for natural voice synthesis, realistic voiceovers, sound effects, and even generating music. The platform is really aiming to function as a complete multimedia production studio built right into the main interface.
All right, shifting over to the productivity front. The platform features this smart prompt manager, which lets you save, organize, and instantly access all your absolute best prompts across all the different AI models with just one click. Then there is this thing called AI memory. This is where the system actually retains the context of your past conversations and your preferences. It's intended to deliver highly personalized responses so you don't find yourself repeating the same instructions over and over again. And if you're worried about losing all your old chats, don't be. They offer one-click chat imports directly from ChatGPT or Claude. Oh, and for the developers and true power users out there, they provide secure, encrypted support for your own custom API keys. This allows for unlimited token usage, basically removing any cap on the volume of text and data the AI can process for you at any given time.
Now here is the absolute game changer. It's all about how this alters your minute-to-minute work, especially when you compare evaluating outputs here versus the old way of doing things. The tedious copy-pasting between a million browser tabs. AiZolo's core mechanical feature is the ability to chat with GPT-4, Claude, Gemini, and more, all at the exact same time. You type in one single prompt, and immediately, right there on your screen, you see multiple separate text boxes populating concurrently, side by side. You aren't guessing anymore, and you certainly aren't switching windows. The interface mechanically allows you to run these simultaneous requests to entirely different language models in one single view.
So financially, the contrast really crystallizes when we look at this breakdown. On the left side of the equation, we have the old paying separately method. To get this kind of access, you are juggling multiple expensive subscriptions, fighting constant tab switching, and getting absolutely zero side-by-side comparison features. All for that $110 a month we established earlier. But on the right, we have the everything-included model via AiZolo. You get access to ChatGPT, Google Gemini Pro, Perplexity Sonar Pro, Claude, Grok, plus all those creative generators and the unified comparison dashboard we just looked at. And it comes out to a single subscription of just $9.99 a month on their Pro plan. But honestly, that price difference, it isn't just about saving your hard-earned cash. It significantly changes the actual quality of the output you can achieve.
Let's put that into perspective. That consolidated plan translates to exactly $91 in monthly savings when you make the switch. Zoomed out, that is over $1,092 saved every single year. And that $990 Pro plan includes a massive 3 million tokens per month, priority support, and access to the latest premium models. But what does that actually look like in practice? Let's take a good 60 to 90 seconds here to really visualize this side-by-side pros comparison, because this is where the magic happens. Imagine feeding a really complex prompt, like say drafting a highly nuanced marketing strategy, into this unified dashboard. In real time, right before your eyes, you can watch GPT-4 output this rigid, highly structured bulleted response that is absolutely perfect for an executive summary. But right next to it, at the exact same time, Claude is generating a much more flowing, empathetic narrative that might actually be way better suited for your customer-facing emails. And in a third pane, Gemini is pulling in real-time search data and sharp analytics to back up the strategy. By seeing this prose quality difference side by side like this, you aren't just saving money, you are instantly identifying which model's communication style best fits your specific task without ever leaving the window. You are literally showing yourself the subtle structural differences in how these models think and write. A task that used to take 10 solid minutes of copying, pasting, and tabbing back and forth is instantly reduced to a quick workflow where the best, most articulate answer simply wins out on the screen right in front of you.
And people are definitely taking notice. According to the source data, the platform already reports over 5,000 active users and boasts a 99.9% uptime. In the provided testimonials, users like content creator Sarah Lee highlight her own experience. She says, "I was hesitant at first, but the all-in-one AI AiZolo subscription is the real deal. The savings are incredible, and the platform is so easy to use. Highly recommended." And the source material highlights plenty of similar sentiments from AI developers and university students too. They're all praising the ability to access these top-tier tools for just a fraction of the cost without breaking the bank.
Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. I want you to look at your own digital workspace right now. Seriously, look at your browser tabs, look at your monthly subscription receipts, and think about the time you spend just managing all these tools instead of actually using them. When a single dashboard offers the potential to replace a dozen fragmented tabs, it really raises a compelling question. Is your current digital workspace helping you leverage AI, or is it just creating more work for you? It is definitely something to evaluate as these tools become more and more deeply integrated into our daily lives. Thanks for exploring the source material with me today, and I highly encourage you to examine your own workflow to see if a unified approach might just be the next logical step for your productivity.